Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time clicking on my video, my name is Delaney and I run the Instagram account Pink Gamer, where I talk about my video game journey as well as get to interact with people in the gaming community, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, so today I felt like this would be such a fun thing to do. I wanted to talk about video games that would be best for your zodiac sign. So let's get started. I'm going to start with what I'm going to say is the best zodiac sign, and that's only because it's my zodiac sign, which is Sagittarius. It's the Archer, a fire sign. Sagittarius are very passionate, love to travel, and always looking for knowledge. I would say I fit those qualities. But okay, so I feel like the best game for us Sagittarius would be, my first thought is Zelda Breath of the Wild, and which also incidentally is my favorite game. So Zelda Breath of the Wild, because you get to travel, there's like no limits to what you can do in that game, and it's just, I think any open world game would be perfect for Sagittarius. Zelda is like top tier because you can literally look at something on the map and go, I'm gonna go there, and that's kind of what I'm like. I'd also say a short hike, which is a very short game and where you are basically going on a hike, and I think it's very cute, and I feel like that is also will fit the Sagittarius vibes, just being able to be in your element, I guess I would say. I feel like Night in the Woods I'd also say, just because it's all about exploration and just like character development, and I feel like all of those things are something a Sagittarius would love. So let's not linger on Sagittarius. So the next zodiac sign is Libra. So basically their sign is about harmony, about justice, very much about establishing symmetry and equilibrium in their lives. A game that would be perfect for a Libra would be Bastion, which is actually an older game that got ported over to Switch. So Bastion is kind of like post-apocalyptic, and it's this kid who wakes up on this bastion, and he's told that he has to go to like these different areas to rebuild the world pretty much, and just like find out what happened to the world. So I think it's a very interesting game. I really like playing it. It also has like a very good commentary about like everything you're doing in the game. Like the commentator is very interesting, and yeah, I feel like that would be a perfect game for a Libra, just because it's like you're being able to rebuild and like create this new world. But let's see, another one I'd say would be, I feel like 2 Point Hospital. 2 Point Hospital would be another good game, just because I feel like a simulation game would be good for Libras. You get to help others in that game, as well as just like do like, it's like a sandbox of creating this hospital and like dealing with like these wacky characters and like diagnosing these different patients. And I feel like that would also be good for a Libra, just because you're able to like kind of self-control that world. It would be like, when it comes to like balance and justice and symmetry, that would be something a Libra would want to play. The next sign is Virgo. So Virgos are logical, practical, and systematic, and also random, but my moon is in Virgo, so partial Virgo. Virgos are represented by the high goddess of wheat and agriculture, and I feel like farming sims we perfect for a Virgo. So I would say Pioneers of Olive I feel like we perfect for a Virgo. I'd also say Moonlighter, and I say Moonlighter because you get to run an inn, as well as it's a dungeon crawler, so you are able to dungeon crawl to be able to find these elements and just like things for you to sell in your shop. And I feel like that goes with a lot of like practical thinking and logic, because once you get these items that you are dungeon crawling for, you have to figure out how to pay, how you would charge a customer for them that comes in, and like there's like a lot of different elements like that in the game, and I feel like that would be perfect for a Virgo. There's also, I feel like Fire Emblem Three Houses would be a great game for Virgos as well, just because it's it's also about logic and just strategy, and I feel like that is good for Virgos. And like battle system is really cool, and I also like how it takes a lot of thought sometimes. It's very strategic in like just planning out everything, and I think like when it comes to like those type of aspects, that would be perfect for a Virgo. So next is a Leo. Leos are passionate, loyal, and also are dramatic, and I have personal experience. My sister's a Leo, my older sister is a Leo, so I think that's kind of funny. So I kind of pick games that she likes to play. Leos like to bask in the spotlight, so I feel like the most Leo game that you could play would be Super Mario Odyssey. And just because, I mean, Mario, and he's the main and everything. Mario is like the star of Nintendo. I say Phoenix Ace Attorney, just because I feel like that game is really dramatic and it is like the perfect Leo example. Just because, I mean, he's in the spotlight, he's a lawyer, and he has objection a lot. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so perfect Leo. And next sign is Scorpio, and Scorpios really get a bad rep, honestly. I see so many Scorpio bashing videos. I'm not gonna Scorpio bash. Scorpios are elusive and mysterious, and they're a water sign, and they're very dynamic in their sign. So I would say for Scorpios, Hades is the perfect game for a Scorpio, just because it's like it is kind of like a mysterious game. It is a roguelike. I feel like Hades is very complex as a game. It reveals itself the more you play it, and I feel like that would be perfect for the elusive mysteriousness of a Scorpio. Next is an Aries, and Aries are naturally bold and ambitious, and also ready for a challenge. And from what I read, it says they always want to be pretty much #1. So I feel like competition games are perfect for Aries. So I would say Mario Party, Mario Kart, and Super Smash Bros would be perfect games, because you get to be challenged and also realize that you're #1 over everyone when you're playing against them. And I feel like that would be perfect for an Aries. Like those games would be perfect for an Aries if you're up for a challenge. A Taurus is the bull sign, and they're also an earth sign. So I feel like with a Taurus, they would want to be soothed and like be relaxed and chill. So I would say very cozy games would be perfect for a Taurus. So I would say Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. Next is a Gemini, and Geminis are spontaneous, adorably erratic, driven by curiosity. So I feel like the perfect games are, first I say Wonder Song, because that game is so wholesome and it's so colorful and like so playful and sarcastic, and I feel like that would be perfect. And I would say Calico, because again, it is also it's magical, and it's very like doesn't take itself too seriously. So let's see, Untitled Goose Game I feel like would be a cool Gemini game, because it's about a goose who just wreaks havoc and just like goes around and pulling pranks, and I think that it's kind of cute and adorable. So I feel like that would be perfect for a Gemini. So Cancers are elusive, and they do take a little bit of time for you to gain their trust, as well as they'll protect themselves emotionally. So I feel like Spirit Fire would be a perfect game for a Cancer, just because, I mean, obviously you're on a boat and you're in the sea, and I feel like that's perfect with the sea water sign. But also you get to befriend these animal spirits, you also get to like gain their trust, and you get emotionally attached to them, which I know I talked about this in my other videos, but yeah, you get emotionally attached to them, and I feel like that would be perfect for a Cancer, especially since Cancers are supposed to be protecting their emotions. I say Abzu, and that's because it's in the sea and you're basically a diver, and you like encounter all these different creatures underwater. It's very beautiful, very peaceful, and I feel like that would be something a Cancer would love to interact with, and just be calmed and be able to weave themselves in that plane. Capricorns are all about time, perseverance, and dedication. And I would say platformers would be perfect for them. So I would say there's this indie platformer, Katana Zero. Katana Zero is where you are a samurai assassin and you go to these different jobs basically, or you get these different assignments where you have to clear out the levels. So you clear out the levels, things like that. And also it's very challenging to clear the floor because you have to clear everyone and you have to keep persevering until you are able to finish the level. And I feel like that'd be perfect for a Capricorn. Another platformer is Celeste, which is where you are climbing a mountain and you have to basically discover more things about yourself, as well as just challenge yourself to keep going, to keep pushing forward. And I feel like that'd be perfect for a Capricorn as well. No, but another thing I see about Capricorns is that they love to work, and I would say overcooked. And I say overcooked because you're working in this game and you have to scramble to make sure you're keeping everyone happy and getting the customers together. And I feel like that would be perfect for a Capricorn, and just because you're in a job role. I feel like those three games would be cool for a Capricorn. Aquarius is an air sign, which I always mistake for a water sign just because aqua. But yeah, Aquarius is an air sign, so they're very dedicated to healing, and they're also about humanitarian work, to be revolutionary and having different ideals. So I say Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles, would be perfect for an Aquarius because it's very cute, it's very adorable, and you run around being able to do these tasks. Nothing can attack you in this game, and it's just all about vibes. And I feel like that'd be perfect aesthetically for an Aquarius. You're able to help others in this game and just like be able to do whatever you want. It's kind of like more of an open world aesthetic, but it's very like beautiful and just nice and relaxing. One, I would say, even though Cozy Grove, I'm very conflicted about Cozy Grove just because it's not for me, but I do feel like it would be cool for an Aquarius just because you're able to help these bear spirits. In Cozy Grove, you're a spirit scout where you go to these like campsite areas. So in this game, you go to an island that has been deserted and is full of animal bear spirits, and you were to go there to help them. And I feel like that aspect goes with the humanitarian aspect of an Aquarius, where you get to help these bear spirits figure out why they are still tethered to the island, as well as being able to like help them recover their memories. And I feel like that would be good for an Aquarius. And it is cute aesthetically. It's very I like the illustration work, and I just like the ideal of it. It's a nice cute game. I'd say New Pokemon Snap would be a good game for Aquarius too, just because it also is all about vibes, and it's very it can be, I feel like it kind of reminds me of its humanitarian work just because you're going out and learning the behavior of Pokemon and you're not really distressing them. The next zodiac sign is Pisces. They absorb lessons and also have a division between fantasy and reality. So I guess they would be more like the dreamer of the zodiac sign. So I would say for them, I wanted to recommend Cafe Enchante just because it's a visual novel, tome, and it blends reality and fantasy, where you're interacting with these supernatural beings. The main character inherits a coffee shop from her grandfather, and there's a secret door that fantastical beings come through to have coffee and to hang out. And I feel like that'd be perfect for a Pisces just because of that aspect of like the reality, like something very natural blended in with fantasy. And I think that it's a cool game. And the next one, I would say Ori and the Will of the Wisp, and that's because like visually Ori is beautiful. It's very fantastical fantasy world, and it seems very empathetic to the world that it's in, since you're trying to save the forest and overcome the odds. And I think that would be a great game for a Pisces as well. Another game I would add in would be Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. and that is also a very fantastical game, and it's a platformer. She's a girl who gets banished to an island filled with demons, and she's the descendant of a warrior and a harvest goddess. So I feel like these two balancing things are good for a Pisces, just because you are harvesting rice. Like, it's like a blend of fantasy and reality. So I hear that it's very in-depth when it comes to the harvesting of the rice, and so you use the harvesting of the rice to be able to gain your power, as well as to become more like power-ups, to be able to go out and fight the monsters in the platforming part of it. And I feel like that mix of reality and fantasy is perfect for a Pisces. This ends my video. Let me know if you think my recommendations fit your zodiac sign perfectly or not. You can tell me. This was mostly just for a fun thing, just because I was like looking at those type of videos or like things like that. Also comment what's your zodiac sign. Yeah, I hope all of you guys are doing well out there. It's almost close to the holidays, so we get to be able to share time with our families and everything. So have a wonderful day. Bye.